I've been working on these title animations, and right now there's between 20 and 30 different individual animations for the different titles. Like I'm working on these sort of like pack for sort of like social media hook titles or visual title hooks type of thing. So for the first 3 seconds of any type of composition, right? So today I was working on finding a bunch of different sound effects, and I remembered about this video by Herman Huang that I saw a couple of weeks ago. He posted that video a few weeks ago, and in that video he talks about layering different sound effects. So let me show you that portion of the video that I think is pretty cool.
So imagine layering a cake, where each layer adds a unique flavor, except on an audio spectrum it looks more like this. Now
Okay, so this part, and it got me thinking, okay, let me just try to see if I can make something work, because I was also just categorizing the different whooshes that I had right here, because for the toolkit I want this to be all like pre-built so that you can just drag and drop and save a ton of time. So I have this high frequency, lower frequency, and I use the frequency analyzer for that. So how does that work is actually I have these layer 3, and I put the frequency analyzer tool right here, and then when you play something it actually tells you whatever the frequency is. Now if you have no idea about frequencies, then you have to check out some other video probably, but it's basically, I think under 200, it's all, anything under 200 is considered low frequency, and then between 200 and 2000 could be mid frequency, and then from 2000 all the way up to whatever number is the highest, it's considered high frequency, right? And here you can actually just check out the different modes, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm interpreting or reading these correctly yet, because right now it shows that we have all the low frequencies. In the mid-range, this same sound also affects the whole frequencies of the mid-range. And then we have also the high frequency, which shows from 4,000 all the way to 20,000 almost right here. But this is the full spectrum. So if you want to know which one is which one, you can check out this frequency analyzer so that you can know what to stack on top of each other, like from the different sounds that you have, right? Now that got me thinking, and I thought, well, what if I use the exact same sound effect, but I actually just use the EQ to make one version of that sound effect that is a lower frequency, another one that's higher frequency, and another that's medium frequency. And that's exactly what I did right here. This one is medium. I don't know what happened with the marker on this one, but this one is high, I think. No, this one is high right here, and this one is low right here. So how did I do that? Well, I used the EQ here, and I could have just turned everything off actually here, the B2 and then B1 as well, and then just leave the B6 and make these to be the cutting point. So basically you know, a high pass filter or a low pass filter. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, so for the low frequency, all you want to do is have that one and then bring these all the way to the left, and then have these to be closer to 200, 250 maybe, right? So if you were to just play that one, it's really subtle, almost non-existent. But for some reason, this is the 20 beta, so for some reason some tracks stopped sounding at all as well, so I'm not sure why that is. But then we have this medium, which I use B1 and B6, and then just move these around to get to those sort of like just cover those mid frequencies. And then the high one, which is obvious, and then I could just turn off these B6 if I wanted. But if you want this to be a little bit higher, that's what I did right here, right? And then if you combine those sounds, right now the frequency analyzer is not going to show up anything because it's only on the A3 layer. So I'm actually going to put the volume up a little bit. And I will let you decide which one sounds better. Actually, just get rid of that part right now. Both of them sound pretty similar, but then in this case, you can actually, let's say you wanted to just increase the volume of the lower frequencies, then you could just increase this volume right here. And then you have a little bit more of that lower frequency cake that you can hear, that little punchiness right there. So yeah, that is basically the video. It was just a little experiment that I was doing, and I thought it was pretty cool. And I'm probably gonna start using this sort of technique if I didn't have like a sound effect that or another whoosh that matched properly with another one that I was using, right? So I think it's a pretty cool idea of something that you can try out and see if it actually makes your sound effects sound a little bit more interesting. Now also, if I have not launched this video yet, but if you guys want, let me just show you a few of them. I make a bunch of different stuff right here, different styles of animations. We have like what do you call these, flickering text, a bunch of like font animations. We have all these follower type animations, and I don't have anything set up for it yet. But if you want me to do like a pre-sale page for these, I could do that. I'll just send that on an email most likely for the people that have already bought stuff from the SUALVI store. But yeah, if you want these, you can also just DM me on Instagram or just send me an email, and then if I have enough people that are interested, I'll put that together with like a pretty good discount as well if you want to pre-order this stuff. So yeah, that's it.